No leaks shown in this video, so don't worry, you are in a safe place and we are good to go. So for this video, I am not really gonna use a script because things are about to get emotional. I mean, I'm the one who is supposed to break down all the characters. But long story short,
I actually used to really like this guy's channel. He tells all of the legal lore, and I love the legal lore. Some of the stories were really good. Have you guys watched Arcane? It's a really good show on Netflix, but I think it came out like years ago, like 3 years ago. And it's taken them like 4 years or 5 years to finish the show, so... But apparently it leaked, and I wonder how much of it leaked.
There was an oopsie of a catastrophic size.
Oh.
At least that's on paper, because in reality the files that leaked were quite tiny. Now of course, because we are covering this here, it means that Riot was hit. However, they were not the only ones that were hit. And worst of all, the leak that happened was just incredibly dumb. But yes, in case you haven't heard, there was quite a big leak around Netflix. Now, of course, leaks are somewhat common when it comes to entertainment, because the moment things get into localization, you have to give your show to someone else whom you have to trust. Then they do their thing with it, which usually means they dub over it or they make subs for it or something like that, and then they give you the show back. During that opening, there is a lot that can go wrong. And that is exactly what happened. And we even...
Hey Rima, just watched the Maru video and it was awesome. Thanks so much for the fact and evidence-based approach to this controversy. It's very needed. Thank you. I hope it helped debunk some misconceptions about this. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Sean. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Got a quote from a Netflix spokesperson. So what happened is that one of our post-production partners has been compromised, and footage from several of our titles has unfortunately leaked online. Now, I've heard that this was just a dubbing studio. So it is exactly what I just described. They were supposed to dub the show in a different language, which means that they had the footage, and so they became a valuable target. Now, the quote mentions that this partner has been compromised, which means we unfortunately don't...
What do they mean by compromise? Is it like they got hacked?
Don't know if they got hacked and someone just got into their server, or if there was a really dumb person who just gave the keys to someone they shouldn't have trusted. But because the leak seems to be quite big, it seems like someone hacked into their system. And then Netflix also mentions that our team is aggressively taking action to have it taken down. Now let me tell you, if you've been on Twitter, they are probably not trying hard enough. I can guarantee you are one search away from just accessing all the episodes. But then again, there's gonna be thousands of people sharing these episodes just so they can have 3 likes on a tweet. Which means there is no way Netflix can catch them all. Though, because they mentioned that they are going after them aggressively, I'm pretty sure some suing is gonna happen. And speaking of Twitter, if you are on that website, I would recommend just muting a few words.
Did the whole season get leaked? Apparently just some footage, but from every one of their episodes. Like, actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's the whole season or just bits of it. He made it sound like it was a lot of bits of it.
Stuff like leaks, Arcane, every single character that appeared in Arcane, which is gonna be annoying, but you can unmute the words when it all comes out, I guess. But for now, that is our only defense. Now, the good thing, from what I've heard, is that the footage that got out is potato quality. Which means the footage is likely watchable, but you may get the feeling that you are back on YouTube in 2004. So even if you go after the leaks, that probably won't be...
Yeah, but it's more about like who's appearing in it, which character they're putting in it. All of that is just knowing who's gonna be in the show is already enough to spoil you because there's an element of surprise here. A 144p, I forgot about a 4.
Be the best experience. Now, the funny thing is that after the Netflix leak got out, a lot of the websites that covered it didn't even mention Arcane, even though Arcane was the #1 show on the entirety of Netflix for like a month. No, instead, the covering of the leaks focused on a lot of animes. For example, and again, don't worry, I am not leaking any footage, but a few episodes from the third season of ReZero are out. Apparently, there is a Mononoke movie, and the Terminator Zero anime, which I have a feeling has nothing to do with Arnold.
Wait, it does? There is a Terminator anime from the original Terminator universe? Why did no one tell me this exists?
And what's really cool to see is that some of the animators and the people who worked on these animes decided to speak out. Specifically, they are talking to all the people who like leaks and who want to spread them, because everyone should be able to watch this glorious show.
Oh, it's all episodes from this article? Damn.
This is our hard work. It is meant to be released on its due date, something we, as animators, really look forward to. It is incredibly disrespectful and just straight up annoying. You think you are doing some kind of service to the community, but you are not. Now let me be clear, no, those people don't believe they are doing any kind of service to the community. They just want to be the one who is leaking all the episodes because they get all the likes for it. And yeah, I don't believe there ever was a person who managed to start a career on a leak. Which is why these people are just scummy. But yes, as I mentioned, among all of these shows, Arcane leaked too. Or at least the first 5 episodes. Now we don't know how many there are gonna be. My guess is that it is gonna be a 3-week run with 3 episodes each, as it was with season 1. But that is just guessing. We have...
Thank God it's 3 episodes each. They know not to like drop feed us episodes one by one. I don't have the patience for that anymore. I think I enjoy a story more when I can see more episodes together.
No idea. And what's funny is that this isn't even the first time something from Arcane 2 leaked. I know, I'm somehow dodging spoilers here, like Neo. And again, don't worry, I am not spoiling anything in this video. But just know that the VGU linked to Arcane also leaked. I don't know how it got leaked, I don't know if it was just concept art or if it was just a frame from Arcane or something, but apparently it is confirmed through a leak who the VGU is. And I'll be honest,
what's a VGU?
Without spoiling anything, if you know the lore of League of Legends, you probably have a really good guess of who that might be. If you take into account...
What does VGU mean? They're trying to find a balance between a weekly 1-episode schedule and just doing a single day dump. I kind of like the single day dump, but it's true that it comes and goes like really fast, like the hype around it. Whereas when Game of Thrones were airing, for example, like every Sunday, it was like a ritual. You'd get together to watch Game of Thrones, and there's more of a community feature to it. And then everybody's tweeting about it on Twitter at the same time, and you can get trending hashtags going. Oh, it's a visual gameplay update. Did anyone tell you how cute you are? Don't call me cute. Weekly release makes them more money. Does it? Then how come they ever do the single day dump now?
Count who got skins during the first season, who didn't get them, and what characters are involved. It's really not that difficult to connect the dots. But as of right now, nothing is still confirmed. And yeah, there was also the leaked poster, which didn't really show anything, and people freaked out about that one too. So I don't think this is the last time anything leaked from Arcane before it got out. But here's the thing. People know that I hate spoilers. I have called out people for shitty thumbnails with spoilers in them on YouTube many times in the past. And if I ever get to cover a leak, it is because it is just spread everywhere. Or it is because Riot themselves officially released something too early. Briar's feet might be the funniest example here. But if it is something more hidden and something far more valuable, like...
I played against Briar the other day, and Uzagi was there, and he was like, oh, you're playing against the feet girl. I'm like, what do you mean feet girl? And then he told me the story about that when she got leaked and everybody was focusing on her feet, of course. Dank Lelouch with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, enjoy your gifts. Anime funded from the West gets the full dump. In Japan's, it's rare they do. Yeah, weekly release is more hype and word of mouth and longevity. I agree with that. I'd probably settle for a weekly release, but as a customer, I think I prefer full dump. I think the 3 episodes a week is a good enough, because dude, it sucks when you're done with an episode and you're like, I want more. So it does cater to that side of me that's like, I want something more right now, but it doesn't give me enough to burn the whole season. Like, okay, you watched 3 episodes, now, you know, go do something else, get off the couch. You guys can send the videos and the reaction in the Discord server in the appropriate channel called Video Reaction.
Like Arcane Season 2, there is no way I'm gonna dive into that. And in fact, every time Riot shows something to the creators, I always tell them, don't spoil anything for me. And right now, apparently, that became a little bit of a joke for the community manager at Riot. Because whenever they actually want to show me something so I can prepare a video, for example, that happened with Swarm, he is always begging all the writers to not spoil anything. And that is simply because having my reaction be true just as it is for the community is the key. I don't really want to know something that the public eye doesn't know, because at that point, I'm not really part of the community. Anyway, of course, when something like this happens, there are always bunch of...
Who is that? Is that supposed to be Jin?
People who are defending leaks, with their main argument being that Riot is releasing the leaks themselves because it is a form of marketing. Yeah, I'm sure about that, buddy. Just so you know, it was proven many times in the past that Riot has never leaked anything on their own.
How devs feel about leaks and how Riot doesn't intentionally leak content despite how often it occurs? Does it happen often? Does it happen that often? Oh, that's Echo. Wait, I'm dumb. It is Echo. Jesus Christ, why does it happen so often? I've been reading a manga on site where it's just a few pages a month and it kind of sucks. Bro, mangas abuse. They abuse this technique. I hate it when, especially during the fight scenes. It's like, you want to get to the good fight, but then week after week, it's just some worthless peon against not even a side character. It's like a side backline character. And you gotta work your way up to the good fight. But then a chapter doesn't even cover half a worthless fight. So you're just stuck there waiting week after week after week.
And every time it happened, it undermined all the preparation that went into their releases. And here comes a plot twist. The overall community around League of Legends and Arcane agrees. The vast majority of the players...
Oh, you're right. It is Echo because he's holding a key. Wait, is key part of Echo's character?
...is actually avoiding the leaks. Now, sure, there is the occasional guy in the comment section asking, anyone has a link to that? But for the majority, it's fine. And it is amazing to see this kind of general reaction. Looks like I'm not visiting For You page for 3 months.
Yeah.
Can someone share?
Wait, Echo it plays with time. Yeah, so that could kind of make sense. Like he's unlocking time. I thought he had some kind of blade though. We asked the dev if they're bad at security and they answered no. If you want a story on leaks and one of importance, you need the deep dive on War Thunder forum leaks. Little military info gets out due to de-measuring about who's right. Why? Is there a bunch of military dudes that play War Thunder?
There are blocked words list so I can adapt mine. Scummy bastards. Please don't make a video on that. Well, it depends on the context. If you value avoiding spoilers for Arcane Season 2, you should mute every character name on Twitter and tags on TikTok. If Victor gets a hex scene, I want to watch it live, not from a crappy leaked screenshot. Thanks, Overly. So yeah, in general...
I really like the Victor character, I'm just remembering now. I also really liked Heimerdinger, he's so cute.
Things are not that bad. And surprisingly, people want to avoid the leaks because they want to experience the show as it was meant to be experienced.
But when is it coming out?
How well we will be able to avoid the spoiling, time will tell. I am pretty sure this is not the last time something got out, but rest assured, I am not covering any of that. I'm just here to overanalyze every single trailer and teaser. And in the end, throughout this very bad situation, nothing says it better than the reaction of the showrunner of Arcane, Christian Link.
What?
Just forget the part about the French guillotine.
Why is it taking them so long to finish the season? Are they doing it all in-house or did they pair with an animation studio for this?